What is up, everyone? My name is Schilling.
And I am Pet the Cats, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about Battlefield 3 and what you might expect in the upcoming game. Just before we get started here, that game will come out October 25th, I do believe. I have yet to pre-order it, and I need to do that very quickly.
Yes,
because this is
same here.
I anticipate this game more so than any other game I ever have. But first and foremost, what are we doing here? We're playing some White Pass Conquest, I do believe. Into this game, we joined in later, and we were down by like 150 tickets. Needless to say, through some teamwork, we're able to bring that back.
The
quite a bit.
power of teamwork.
And my personal strategy for that map, I would say I probably didn't do too good a job of it in this game. But verticality in that middle base, the B base right there, is completely necessary. You have to just control the buildings.
Indeed.
Otherwise, you'll just get fired down upon, and that's not a good situation for anybody. But let's move into our personal Battlefield history here. For me and Michael, our first game was Battlefield 2, and I undoubtedly say that is probably my favorite game of all time. That game was just absolutely fantastic. The things that it brought, the absolute realism, and then the map design was just flawless.
Well, it didn't have, if I recall, explosive environment type of thing where you can bring down a building, but it was still, even without that, still really realistic compared to everything else, and that was absolutely terrific.
Yeah, and then the entire fact that there is such emphasis placed on vehicle warfare throughout the maps, that it was so dynamic that each game was so much different from the past game.
Yeah.
And then the replay value of that just shot through the roof. It was pretty ridiculous and pretty awesome. So, needless to say, that's one of the biggest reasons I look forward to Battlefield 3, as it is certainly the true sequel to Battlefield 2.
Well, another thing for me that I like Battlefield 3 right now is that, it's coming out for consoles as well, which I'm more of a console player. Xbox, I guess.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
PC, I have troubles.
Yeah. After Battlefield 2, I went to Battlefield 2142, and that was a good game as well. And that had that fantastic Titan game mode, which it's so futuristic. There's no way to bring it back in any other game. But that was an awesome game. And then Michael, that's when you started up your console days.
Yeah.
And you were over on Battlefield 1943.
1943, terrific.
Yep.
Best part was definitely the planes.
Yep.
That was awesome, and that's when I first got to experience the destructible environments.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I missed out on that whole period there completely. I was still on PC back in those days, but later acquired an Xbox and joined you for Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Yep.
Which to this day is my most played game on Xbox. I don't think anything can compare to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do really enjoy that game. I imagine Battlefield 3 will be a heck of a lot better, just with all the improvements that are being made and the fact that it's a true sequel to Battlefield 2.
Right.
But it's still a fantastic game regardless, and we've played that for a year and a half now, so no complaints at all.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about what we know is going to be in Battlefield 3 here. And the most important thing to me are the classes. And my preferred class is Medic. Now, if I were to say that about Bad Company, I would probably be called that's an overpowered class in Battlefield Bad Company.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the first mistake is just giving the Medic an LMG.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
That's something that shouldn't have been done, but it was, and that caused a lot of issues with well, just straight up overpoweredness. That wasn't good. But Battlefield 2, once again, to me, had the best class setup that you could possibly see. The 6 classes, threw in the anti-tank and special forces, which had C4, and then you had support, medic, assault, and sniper. But those are good days right there.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see that we're revamping the classes in Battlefield 3. It's going to be the combat medic, the engineer, support class, and recon. Combat medic is a combination of the assault class and the medic class, so pretty much giving assault the defibs, which, you know, it puts the medic back on the front line, gives him an assault rifle again, which to me is the best possible outcome that when you only have 4 classes, so that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that. And then support is back, which to me was a big class. They get the LMGs, they hand out the ammo. That's a good setup right there. So I'm happy to hear that the classes were revamped and what we can expect for Battlefield 3. Any opinion, Mike?
Well, the combat medic's definitely better than this bad Company 2 medic that's overpowered, but I still am a little sketchy just because assault rifles do tend to be obviously more powerful than your submachine guns and stuff, unless it's up close, but just the fact that you can heal yourself with an assault rifle, it still might be a little questionable, but definitely not as bad as the bad Company 2 overpoweredness.
Alright, well, aside from classes, another thing that's been talked about quite a bit is actually the knifing system, which usually doesn't get too much attention unless you're talking about the Call of Duty community there, in which knifing is horrid, completely awful.
Offer 2 Commando, knifing from 20 yards away.
Yes, but, I mean, my biggest concern with it has always been, why don't you bring back the switch to knife, the actual option to have a knife in your hand as opposed to a quick knife? And I'm happy to say that Battlefield is doing that. And that to me is so completely necessary. So it's pretty much set up so that you will have a knife to switch to, at which point you use, it'd be a one-hit kill, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
But then you also have a quick knife, which is more like Bad Company 2 or any type of Call of Duty where you press a button and you'd instantly take a swipe with your knife. However, I'm fairly certain that's going to be a 2-hit, so you have to hit someone 2 times to take them out.
Makes sense.
Which to me greatly improves that system,
right.
And hopefully that's smooth from now on out, and we don't have to worry about any questioning of that system. But to me, that looks pretty good. But other than that, talking about these pre-orders, which I have yet to need to do. Michael, you haven't ordered yours yet, have you?
No, I'm waiting until I move in to college town there to go and pre-order at the nearest GameStop, I guess.
Yeah. But so they, like, for the longest time it was that we knew all the European pre-order bonuses, but we didn't know anything for the United States here. And last week or so they announced those, and regardless of where you pre-order, you're gonna get the back to Karkin map pack there, which is fantastic. Battlefield 2 maps coming back in Battlefield 3, revamped with Frostbite 2.0. Very excited about that, especially Gulf of Omen. That was quite possibly my favorite map in Battlefield 2. But you got those coming back regardless of where you pre-order. And then then you have to pick and choose what you want from each retailer. And what it looks like right now is if you were to pre-order through Amazon, you get in-game dog tags, which it's what when you knife someone, you take their tags. And it looks like they're gonna do some customization system with that. You can create your own dog tags and whatnot. So you get extra templates for those, which is nice. If you went through GameStop, you get the Physical Warfare pack, which includes, I believe, it's a shotgun sort with some special ammo for that. You'd also get the Type 88s with a suppressor, I believe. And
Ooh. Huh.
so that got a lot of bad feedback, and that wasn't on DICE, that was on EA. They're not nearly as bad as Activision when it comes to greed, but they're trying trying to get themselves some money there, but it's all right.
Make that profit.
Yeah. Yeah, after they got bad feedback, pretty much they changed it up, so the physical warfare pack is going to be available to everyone like 2 months after the game releases. So anyone who pre-orders through GameStop is just going to get that 2-month head start. So
well, I might need to take one of these other ones then. If that's going to happen. I don't need no shotgun or Type 88 if it's going to be anything like the Bad Company 2 Type 88 there.
It's
pass on that.
We got that, and then Best Buy, the last retailer I've got here. They'll get the Spec Ad kits, which are the uniform types. There's 2 sets, I think, for each class. So just further customization. It's a nice thing to have, I suppose. But other than that, the thing that's been talked about more so than anything else, people excited to play. There'd be the beta. Beta starts in September. Now, currently, as we're doing this commentary, there's been a lot of alpha testing, and there's a lot of leaked footage on that, just on YouTube itself. And well, you gotta try to keep yourself from watching it. But I may have indulged.
Oh dear.
In the viewing there, I apologize.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but
bad, Sam, bad.
Yeah, I know. But more or less, beta starts early September. I'm fairly certain, if it's not the 1st. No official date announced for that, but it's gonna work. If you do recall, if you got Medal of Honor Limited Edition, you received something about the Battlefield 3 beta, which you'd play within the year of Medal of Honor's release. So pretty much how it's gonna work is 48 hours before the public beta starts, people who have the limited edition of Medal of Honor will get to play ahead of time. So 48 hours they'll have by themselves before the public joins in. And by public I mean anyone who wants to come in and try the beta, they're free to do so.
So I can do that?
Yes, you can do that.
Through the Xbox, or is it going to be
It's
PC?
going to be whatever system, I'm fairly certain.
Well, there we go.
There you go. But that's more or less all we had to talk about. There's more confirmed Battlefield things around, but nothing as big as the other things we talked about here. So hopefully you got your fill. Michael, did you not want to speak about our Battlefield comrades here?
Well, pretty much. We've done some game battles in the past with Bad Company 2. That was just dandy and all. But I would like to beef that experience up with Battlefield 3 and the fact that I want to pull some people together and go out and start playing Bad Company 2 with each other, you know, working, and then when Battlefield 3 comes out, we're ready to go for game battles and become world #1. That's right, you heard it here first.
And it doesn't even have to apply to game battles, really. We would like people to play with, you know.
Oh yeah,
just a squad to play with. It's been a while since the release of Bad Company. We haven't had that, so that was always a nice thing to have.
Yeah, you have to have squads to win. And myself and Pet the Cats here. Gets difficult with just the 2 of us.
Oh. But that's all we got to talk about today. I do thank you for joining us. I'm Pet the Cats.
And I'm Shilling.
And we thank you for watching.